welcome back. I thought today in this video I would kind of just talk about my experience in Ramadan as a revert, experience of Ramadan, however you want to describe it, because it has been 5 years now since I reverted, which honestly just seems crazy. It feels like yesterday I did it, but it also feels like a lifetime ago. So I thought I would sit down and just discuss the topic of Ramadan as a revert, whether you're a revert yourself or you're new to Islam, you're looking into Islam, or you just want to hear a perspective on Ramadan as a revert. Then I hope this video in some way, shape or form resonates with you. Sorry about that. Resonates with you, or you learn something new. So during this video, I'll talk about my first Ramadan as a revert, how I prepare for this month, the struggles I had, and the lessons that I've learned over the last few years. Now, the first Ramadan that happened was after I reverted, obviously, and the Ramadan that happened, I was pregnant that year, so I didn't fast, but I'll talk about the first year that I did actually fast. And let me tell you, I questioned myself a lot. I was like, what if I get hungry? What if I don't have the energy? How am I going to survive this many hours without any food or drink? What is the purpose? What is the reason? Why am I doing this to myself? Then on top of all these thoughts, I was also still like a baby revert. It was like 2 years at that point, and I was still learning a lot of things. I was like, how on earth am I going to do Ramadan, learn everything, and just do the best possible Ramadan that I can do? But thankfully I found an amazing group of reverts as well, and we were all in a group chat supporting each other. Obviously my husband was also supporting me, and in the end it wasn't that bad. I feel like every year before Ramadan comes around, in the weeks leading up, I always think, how am I going to make this month worthwhile? How am I going to make the most out of this month? And I just kind of list down a few things that I want to achieve, I suppose, during the month. And obviously it's reading the Quran, praying on time, just deepening my knowledge of Islam as a whole. So a few weeks before Ramadan, I kind of get all of that organized, what I want to learn, what I want to do, how I'm going to make sure that I'm praying on time, reading the Quran, all of that, just so I have that as a base, that I know that during this month, this is what I want to complete and this is how I'm going to do it. Another thing that I do try to do before is plan what we're going to have for iftar, have everything ready so when iftar time is here we can break our fast and eat straight away. I also try to think and muster up the energy to get up for breakfast, but let's be real, I do that for probably 3 or 4 days, and then I just sleep straight through and wake up in the morning. And honestly, sometimes I feel like it's easier not eating breakfast, but I know that I need to have some nutritional something in me for the day, especially now that I have 2 kids. I think I definitely need to get up that little bit earlier and eat, because I'm obviously going to have to still run around with them all day. So that will be very interesting this year to see how that goes, because that is something that is completely new for me. Obviously I have had Nisa for 4 years almost, so I know how to do Ramadan with her, but she's also in preschool 3 days a week. But I now have a mirror at home with me 7 days a week. So learning to do Ramadan with 2 kids, and obviously Nisa is home 2 days a week with me. So the days that I have 2 kids at home, I need all of the energy and strength and resilience and patience that I can get. So I definitely think that this Ramadan I will be waking up and eating. Last but not least, what I love to do before Ramadan is just kind of set the house up ready for Ramadan, whether that's cleaning the house is definitely one of them. But this year, now that Nisa is a little bit older and kind of understanding, I've bought little like moon and star fairy lights. I bought a Ramadan banner that I'm gonna put up. There's a few other things. Oh, like I've got Nisa some moons to paint so we can hang them from the wall. She's already done one painting. I can pop a, let's excuse the washing, I can pop a picture in of the painting that we've already done in preparation for Ramadan, just so the house feels like cute. Obviously here you can see is the like edge of our like prayer mat holder thing, so obviously they're always out. So I do just try to have little Islamic influences throughout the house just to remind us the month, what we're doing, why we're doing it, and everything like that. Obviously, day to day during Ramadan is very different. In the past years, obviously, we've waken up, eaten something, prayed, gone back to bed, and just kind of done the day as it comes. Obviously, iftar time, break our fast, and usually go to bed. But obviously, as I said, this year, 2 kids, my day-to-day is going to look very different. I will not be going to the gym. That is one thing I'm definitely not be doing during the day, just because I do drink so much water there, and obviously we're not drinking water. So I will be stopping the gym for a month, which is honestly kind of sad, but it will be okay. One thing I think that I am going to start this year is, depending on the time that like Fajr time is and what time we need to wake up to eat, I might stay up from that time and have that time before the girls wake up as my time to read, my time to study, and my time to kind of focus on my faith by myself without having them as a distraction. Obviously, I can't just push them on the side during the day and do it at any time, because they need me, they want to play, they want to have fun. So I feel like if I can get that done in the morning, it could be beneficial, and then at least I can go to sleep early in the night as well to be prepared for the next day. One thing that Ramadan definitely teaches me and also tests me on is my patience. And this is one thing I really want to focus and nail down this Ramadan, because I'm not gonna lie, Nisa is at an age where she is really testing me and Sahib a lot, and obviously Sahib is out during the day working, so he doesn't see the most of it. But when I'm at home with her, she can test my patience a lot. So I want to really try this Ramadan to just kind of take a step back, calm myself before I respond to her, and have patience with her and myself, because obviously I'm not eating or drinking during the day, so my patience level could be a little bit less than what it already is. So that is one thing I am majorly focusing on this month, is just kind of slowing down, realizing that Nisa is a toddler who has very big emotions and sometimes just kind of lashes out, and I don't want to lash out back at her. So that is one thing I definitely get tested on during Ramadan, is patience. And for those of you who are new reverts, this may be your first Ramadan, or maybe you're not even Muslim and you're just trying to fast for the health benefits, the one piece of advice I have for you is, do not be so hard on yourself. Take it easy, take it slow. Everything you do with good intention has rewards, okay? So just take it slow, set yourself small goals. Fast one day. Can you do it? Amazing. Try the next day. Obviously, you would aim to fast the whole month. However, if you have health reasons, if there is something that is stopping you from fasting, obviously that's also fine. But just be realistic with your goals. Don't say anything crazy like, I'm gonna fast the whole month and I'm gonna work out 5 days a week and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Just start slow, and over time build up to what you want to achieve. Also, if you are a new revert, if you have a very small group of people you know that are Muslim, do not hesitate to reach out to the wider community, especially during Ramadan. There is so many talks and lectures and information nights and everything at mosques. So find your local mosque, see if they have a revert group. Usually majority do. Reach out to them, say, hey, this is my first Ramadan, I'm a revert, and I just want to connect with girls or boys that are in a similar situation to me. Maybe you feel lonely, you're doing iftar alone. It honestly can be really hard if you're doing it alone. So I would suggest just go on, I don't know, Facebook, go on TikTok, find people in your area who are reverts, join a group, go to a mosque. There's plenty of amazing girls or boys there, and talk to the people who are working there, see if there is any revert support group, or just go to a lecture and talk to the person next to you. Make one friend every time you go. it can be really daunting, I totally understand, but putting yourself out there, maybe the person you're talking to is also new and scared and doesn't want to talk to anyone. So if you can break that boundary between both of you, start talking, then you will have one person who is similar like you. As I start to wrap up and close out this video, I do just want to leave you with one thought, is that Ramadan is a journey of rediscovery, reinventing yourself with your faith, and just diving back into your religion. I feel like you see a lot of people who may not be super super intentional with their religion or super involved in their religion. I feel like you see a lot of them come back around during Ramadan, because obviously it's the one time of year where everyone gets together and really hustles for their religion. So I feel like a lot of those people get a lot of slack. Why are you only Muslim during Ramadan? Why are you only doing this when it's Ramadan? I only see you pray when it's Ramadan. Give those people a little bit of grace, okay? Maybe they've had a hard time and Ramadan is a way for them to rediscover their faith and come a little bit closer, and maybe help them by inviting them in. Say, I know you've had a hard time. I'm so glad to see that you're learning more about your faith again during Ramadan. It's an amazing time. So I do just want to leave you with that. Ramadan is a time to reconnect with yourself, connect with your family, connect with the wider community. So please just enjoy the month that is Ramadan. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this quick little video has given you some kind of insight into my view, my experience of Ramadan, and how I have enjoyed it over the last 5 years. Obviously, 2 of those years I think I missed fasting because I was either pregnant or postpartum, so I couldn't fast anyway. These helicopters, airplanes, buses are so incredibly loud. Okay. So I hope it's given you some kind of insight, whether again you're new to Islam, you're a new revert, you're learning about Islam, or you just want to know more about Islam and Ramadan in general. And please feel free to leave any of your thoughts, suggestions, comments, thoughts, did I say thoughts? Yeah. Anything that you want to let me know down below, and I will have more videos for you up until Ramadan and during Ramadan as well.